In today's landscape, when we are constantly trying to be our very best self, we forget to do something, forget to take good care of ourselves. On today's episode of Insights, I'll be discovering self care because I feel there is a need to discuss self care. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome to another exciting episode of Insight. My name is Olasumbo Akiola, and if you're just joining, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome. And please do not forget to share, like, and comment for others to enjoy. And like I said earlier, today's topic is on self care because I feel the need to pay attention or to discuss this topic welfare in today's landscape where we are all trying to be our best, where we are all trying to strive to make a thing out of our living, either as an adult who is not married yet, or as a father and as a mother. Fatherhood, motherhood, and adulthood can be so overwhelming and so busy. But then we forget to take care of ourselves. Sometimes when we take care of ourselves, it does not necessarily have to be about eating, although we need to eat healthy. You can eat healthy, but do you really take good care of yourself? Some people eating or eating what they like is what they know as taking care of yourself. It is not until you tell yourself, oh, this is what I feel like eating, or this is what I'm craving, and I will eat it. That is not when you start paying attention to yourself or caring for yourself. There are diverse ways aside from food in which you can take good care of yourself. And that is why I have brought the gospel and as well the exposure on diverse ways in which you can self care, that is, you can take good care of yourself. So, talking about today's topic, it is not common to run ourselves into the ground while hustling to make your dreams come true. And it is amazing when you are hustling and the kind of fulfillment and satisfaction you feel while you are hustling for yourself just to make a bright future for yourself. And as we all struggle to keep up, learning to prioritize ourselves and taking the time to care for ourselves is not only lonely. Sometimes you feel the loneliness, but then loneliness comes in diverse ways. And when we talk about self-care, there are some self-care you can undergo that won't even make you feel like, okay, you are lonely. And the way you care for yourself and the time you allow to rest, it is just as important as the time you allocate or dedicate to creating your dream life. So when talking about self-care, when you take time for yourself, you are creating the space you need to live a meaningful life, to live well and full life. So, what's more when you are overextended? So there are different ways in prioritizing self-care, which allows you to live your life smoothly and efficiently and bring you your best to whatever priorities and challenges that comes your way. And I will be listing out some top tips to prioritize your self-care. And the first tip here is dedicate 15 minutes to a day to yourself. You dedicate 15 minutes a day to yourself. And when I talk about dedicating 15 minutes to in a day for yourself, what do you do during this 15 minutes? What you need to do during this period is that it won't take away your productivity. The fact that you are taking out 15 minutes for yourself, it will never affect your productivity. So it will rather increase it. If you feel taking out 15 minutes from your day would affect your productivity, no, it won't. It will add to your productivity because having 15 minutes all for yourself just for you to connect, for you to reflect on things, and it brings your best. And taking time to connect with yourself, it helps you pay attention to what you need. When you take your time to connect to yourself, it helps you pay attention to what you need. And also doing this, it is either through writing journal, by meditating on, as well incorporating it as a key or part of your daily routine. What you need to do as as having to care for yourself personally is being kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. I know sometimes you might not be really happy with the way things are going on within you or around you, but you need to be kind with yourself. If every other person is harsh or unkind to you, why then do you have to be unkind to yourself? You need to be very kind to yourself. That is, you need to acknowledge that you are doing your best, and as well, comparison is the thief of joy. So run your own race and be kind to yourself when you begin spiraling down the comparison trap. As well, you need to be realistic. When we're talking about being realistic, you need to be sincere with yourself. It's not until someone tells you what you're doing, or someone say, okay, I need to have a serious discussion with you. Even when people discuss something with you, you should be able to be realistic to yourself that, oh, this thing this person just told me is right. I think this is what I should do. I think I should follow this advice, or I think this is what would yield to whatever you're processing at the time. So you need to be so realistic with yourself. See, if you are not realistic to yourself, no one would be realistic with you. It is until you are realistic with yourself you will be able to reason and connect with things around you. So in your to-do list, whether work or personal life, which is out of control, each evening identify the top three things you want to achieve the next day, or in the next few months, or the next few years. Breaking it down into small achievable steps will ensure you to see the progress and feel a sense of achievement. Another thing very necessary for you to do is to eat right. We all know an hungry man is an angry man. So you need to eat right. There are times where whereby you won't even feel yourself until you eat what you are craving. So if you believe you can afford whatever you are craving, eat it. These are little things that makes you happy, that makes you satisfied in a life where you get pissed off or people do things to dissatisfy you. Settling your cravings or eating your cravings is what is good for you, which means eat right for yourself. Another thing you need to do is watch how you talk to yourself. Watching how you talk to yourself is very important, because spending a day listening to the way you speak to yourself, is it in a positive way or in a negative way? There are some Yoruba remarks people make to themselves. Any small thing they would curse themselves, which I feel it is not important. So you need to learn or understand or realize the way you talk to yourself. Another thing is for you to get off social media. Sometimes the social media can be so toxic. So what do you do when the social media is getting toxic is to leave the social media. And if you feel okay, probably someone on a social media platform is being toxic, or you don't like the content you are seeing from this person's social media platform, you can always unfollow, mute, or block the person. You are responsible for whatever you consume on all social media platforms. So it is important you stay off social media platforms when you think or feel it's not helpful. Most importantly, another self-care tip is for you to sleep. People deny themselves their good sleep. A good sleep. Some people sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours. What's that 3 hours for? Medically, it is important you sleep for 6 hours daily. So you need to sleep. When you sleep and you are relaxed, your mind is settled, your brain is settled, you will be very productive in whatever you do. Lastly, something you need to do is discover what matters to you. Different things matters to different people. So whatever matters to you, you need to discover it, because it is what matters to you that give you joy, and it is you have a way of reacting to things that matters to you. So as we are so surrounded by message, it is easy to get swept up in striving or striving for what everyone else is looking. Is it a new car? Is it a new dress? A perfect look out for what makes you happy, for what matters to you, because what matters to you is very, very important. You can't be working on something and then they call you that something is wrong on about what matters to you. How will your reaction be? So you need to know what matters to you, and you should be able to help and monitor such things. I hope this video has been of benefit to you so far. And if it has been of benefit to you, please do not forget to share, like, and comment. Until I come your way again next week, stay jiggy. Bye.